So we have all this going on, and I want you to just feel into it a moment. Because sometimes you forget, you get lost also, why you chose to be here right now. Why you chose to be on this planet, whether you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever age you happen to be, why you chose to be here. At one of the craziest times ever, one of the most challenging times. I'd like you to feel into that. No music needed here. Just really feel into it for a moment. You chose it. There's no mistake about this life. I know so many of you have wondered, well, how come I haven't done more in this lifetime? Or how come I haven't accomplished more? How come I haven't written best-selling books or started a big business? You didn't come here for that. I mean, you can also do that if you want, but most of you have chosen not to. You came here in this lifetime for one thing. Your last lifetime on earth, on this earth. You came here to embody the Spirit, the Master. You came here to bring together the human and the Master in this lifetime. It's been a quiet journey, a lonely journey, and a difficult one because of the doubts, because once in a while you lose that inner compass, that inner knowingness of why you chose to be here. You didn't come to try to save the planet. That does not work. But you know, because of what you're doing within yourself, taking on things that aren't even yours, you know what you're doing by being here, being a presence, not a lecturer, not doing sermons, not preaching, but being a presence on this planet and staying in the body and actually totally changing the dynamics of the body, the DNA. The DNA is this amazing, hardly even understood, kind of what you would call a light thread, spirit thread. We sometimes call it the angel thread. It's the life-giving force behind everything. It's the programming. It's the software of life. But even that's changing right now. You're changing in your body, and I do have to chuckle to myself when I hear Shampara's like, oh, my body, the aches and the pains and what I'm going through. And I'm like, breathe it in. Accept it, because you asked for it. Don't resist it. And I know that sounds the opposite of what you think you should do. Run from it, fill yourself up with supplements and holy oils and everything else. No, you're going through a phenomenal change. Can you let yourself experience it? So remember for a moment why you're here. Why at this particular time? I've told all of you, you could have allowed your enlightenment last lifetime, a couple lifetimes ago. You'd probably croaked right away and come to the other side. But you said, no, I'm going to come in this time. And I'm going to go through this change in the body. Like I said to the group in Australia, it's like if you were a jet airplane traveling through the air, 500 miles an hour, and you decide you're going to totally redo yourself. And put on entirely new engines that don't consume a petroleum-based product. Now it's a new energy type of engine. You're going to totally redo the whole frame of the aircraft and everything else while you're flying. And that's what you're doing. You're doing it on the fly. And it's truly amazing. Crazy as hell, crazy. You could have let others do it first, but you didn't. And he said, no, I'm going to do it, but then every once in a while, every night I hear from most of you, it's like, oh, what's happening, Adamus? You're getting enlightened. It's like, I thought it would be fun. And it's like, who told you that? I never said that. Tobias never said that. He died in prison in his enlightenment. I mean, enlightenment is not a pretty thing. I mean, it's really not. The end result is phenomenal, but the process of enlightenment, it's terrible, miserable. So let's take a good deep breath with that. Yeah. Next question.